Luis Severino on the mound today for the New York Mets.
2-2 with a 2.67 ERA. This will be his 6th start in a Met uniform.
3-2 to the leadoff batter, and Horner golfs one out to right field, chasing Taylor back a few strides, and that's the first out of the night.
Here's the 1-2 on the way. Breaking ball swung on and missed, strike 3. So Severino gets him with a slider and picks up his first strikeout. 2 up, 2 down, and that'll bring up Ian Happ.
And he gets the down and in breaking ball that strikes him out. So Severino with an impressive first inning, 1-2-3 with a couple of Ks.
32-year-old right-hander Jameson Taillon pitching for the Cubs. He's 2-0 with a 1.69 ERA in 2 starts this season since coming back from that bad back. Brandon Nimmo leading things off for the Mets here in the last half of the first.
2-1 to Nimmo. And he rockets one out to right field. Back goes Tauchman near the wall, and it's out of here. Brandon Nimmo with his 3rd home run of the year, and the Mets have an instant 1-0 lead. 13th time in his career that Brandon Nimmo has led off the first inning with a home run.
Home run number 3 for Brandon, and here's Francisco Lindor.
The 1-1. Got back to the mound. Taillon collects and throws him out. Off the end of the bat against Alonso. A couple of soft contact outs.
First pitch on the way, a curve line to left, base hit. That ball hung up for Martinez, waiting on it. Ian Happ, he plays it in. And Martinez now 4 for 10 with the Mets.
Every single guy in that locker room is so excited. Everybody just wants to be around JD Martinez and pick his brain about hitting.
Jeff McNeil pops one up left side of the infield near the line in fair territory. Morel makes the catch for out number 3. But the Mets strike first on the leadoff shot by Nimmo. 1-0 New York.
Second inning, Christopher Morel leads off against Luis Severino. And he gets jammed and rolls one out to third. Tough play for Vientos. Wide stretch by Alonso, and he stayed on the bag for the out.
Well, nice play getting to the ball and getting rid of it.
No, he stayed on it. He scraped his toe over the back of it as he was catching the ball. Watch his toe.
Very nice.
Nice job.
2 out and nobody on.
Payoff pitch, swung on and fouled into the mid of Nino, strike 3. Side retired. Severino gets him in order, and in the middle of the second, the Mets 1, the Cubs nothing.
2 away.
Next offering outside corner, ring him up. Bader is gone, and Taillon able to get him 1-2-3.
For a little comedic balance, they have Bill Murray, we have Judd Apatow. That's a lot of humor on both sides of that divide. Now Pete Crow Armstrong, the former Mets first-round draft pick, and Crow Armstrong pops it up into shallow right. Easy for Taylor. 3 perfect innings in the books for Luis Severino. He's got a 1-0 lead. Perfect night for Bark in the Park night.
Yes. Dogs like baseball.
These are no dollar dogs. These are big time dogs. Now Alonso
on the ground to the hole. Nice rangy play, Morel, and he flips it over to Nico.
That's the end of the 3rd. We head to the 4th.
Here's the lefty Mike Tauchman. 0-2. Ground ball hit weakly over the mound towards short. Vientos cuts off Lindor, fields and fires in time. Tauchman is retired. And so it goes for Severino, who has retired 11 straight.
And Happ becomes the first Cubs base runner. He draws a 2-out walk. So after retiring his first 12 in his last start, he retires the first 11 this time. Christopher Morel grounds the first pitch to Vientos, and the throw is true, and that's how the 4th inning ends for the Cubs.
So 2 down. It'll bring up Tyrone Taylor, the right fielder. The 1-2. Fly ball hit to right center field. It's playable for Tauchman. He's under it and makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down for the Mets in the 4th.
Top of the 5th now. Mets leading the Cubs 1-0.
Michael Busch, the left-hand hitting first baseman, leads off. The 0-2 on the way, waved at and missed. Strike 3, a 97-mile-an-hour fastball up and away from Severino. So 4 strikeouts for Luis. Somebody check and see if Severino's double parked outside. I mean, he is working as quickly, never mind efficiently, but he is working about as quickly as any Met starter that we've seen in a long time.
So 2 out and nobody on. Now Matt Mervis, the DH.
The 1-1 swung on and popped up left side of the infield near the third base bag for Vientos on the dirt. Makes the one-hand catch, side retired. Severino has allowed just 1 base runner via a walk to Happ through 5 innings. We go to the 6th inning here at Citi Field.
Luis Severino will face 8, 9, and 1 in the Cubs order. And a swing and a miss. He got him with a slider. Severino's got his 5th strikeout. Broken back grounder past the mound. McGill has to hurry against Crow Armstrong's speed, and he gets him at first base. Not an easy play the way Crow Armstrong gets down the line, but McNeil makes the play for the second out.
Well, he charged this ball from the get-go and on the run.
The 0-2 to Horn. Line towards second. Caught knee high by McNeil. Side retired. No hits for the Cubs through 6 innings.
We begin the top half of the 7th inning. Mets 1, Cubs nothing. Mike Tauchman at the plate.
Winds and fires the 2-2. Check swinging a ball that hit him and appeal to third. He did not swing, so it is a hit by pitch. Looked like a sweeper down and in that got Tauchman in the foot. So a second base runner, but still no hits.
There's Ian Happ.
Down to first, knocked down by Alonso. He'll take the out there. Whoa. Safe at second is Tauchman, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, that just saves a double right down the line there. That was big trouble.
Tying run at second, 1 out. And it's looped towards second. Grabbed by McNeil. It's going to be a double play. Read poorly by Tauchman, and for the second time in 2 days, the Mets get a double play on a play just like that.
7 no-hit innings for Luis Severino tonight at Citi Field. Bottom of the 7th inning, J.D. Martinez leading off for New York, digging in against Jameson Taillon, who's thrown just 59 pitches.
J-Mo's got to keep throwing up goose eggs here. Been 2 hits in the ballgame, both by Mets. That's it.
On the ground to third. And Morel 1 away. And it'll be Jeff McNeil to hit.
And he flicks one into left center for a base hit. That's a Jeff McNeil style hit. The Mets' 3rd hit of the night and their first since the 1st inning against Jameson Taillon.
Getting right there, a pitch belt high out over the plate, going right with it.
2 down, righty-righty matchup as Taillon delivers. And Vientos smacks a 1-hopper to Horner, fielded behind the bag, throw to first, dug out by Bush. Excellent play, out number 3. And we head to the 8th.
Luis Severino is not allowed to hit over the first 7 innings. Mets make a move to tighten their defense in the 8th. Joey Wendell will come in to play third base. Michael Bush leads off for the Cubs. And he walked him. Second straight inning, the Cubs have had the leadoff man on.
And now a good hitter coming up in Dansby Swanson.
Broken back liner, base hit. Dansby Swanson breaks his bat and delivers the first hit of the night for the Cubs.
Luis Severino deservedly is getting a standing ovation as he pitches 7 no-hit innings, walks the leadoff man in the 8th, then gives up the bloop single. Now it's all about the game. That's in the balance, and the Cubs have runners at first and second, nobody out.
And doesn't the perspective of this game change immediately from a no-hitter on the line, and now the Cubs trying to break through. And Mervis 0 for 2.
1-2. Pulled on the ground to first, a chance for 2. Alonso to second. Lindor back to first. Severino covers, but not in time. Mervis beat it out, and Severino a little shaken up after getting clipped by Mervis at first base.
So Swanson out at second, 3-6. The Mets want to make 100% sure that Severino was well enough to continue the way he came across that bag.
Mervis's left leg, the thigh comes through the bag and actually hits Severino in the back of the throwing arm. A big thud to the back of the tricep there.
Says that he's okay. Now the tying run is on third. The go-ahead run at first with 1 out.
And Nick Madrigal is going to hit in this spot for Yan Gomes. Broken back roller to third. Up with it is Wendell. They get 1, and they don't get the out at first. And the run scores, and we are tied up.
I'm really surprised he didn't come home with that ball.
Me too.
As softly as that ball was hit,
Yep.
it's going to be very difficult to turn the double play. I think the proper play would have been to come home.
So Wendell, who was just brought in the game this inning for defense, makes the choice to go to second, and the Cubs were able to tie the game.
Now Crow Armstrong.
1-2 to Armstrong. And he popped one up behind second base. Who's going to get it? Emil calling for it. And that retires the side.
Oh, the Cubs tie the game. Severino still getting a great hand as he heads to the dugout. 1 run, 1 hit. Middle of the 8th inning here at Citi Field. The Cubs won, the Mets won.
Here's Tomas Nido, the catcher.
The 0-2 pulled hard on the ground to third. Off the glove of Morel. Tried to backhand it. Recovers. Throws to first. That can't be handled on a short hop by Bush. And Tomas Nido is aboard.
Great recovery by Morel, and you know he's got plenty of arm. Just a little in-between hop for Bush, and Michael couldn't quite secure the pick on the other end. Takes a tough hop on Morel.
And Craig Counsell coming out to the mound now. because of that, and that will be the end of the day for Jameson Taillon. That's too bad.
So the Cub fans in attendance are giving Jameson Taillon an ovation. We head to the ninth, tied at 1.
When Diaz back-to-back games, so he's just trying to hold it for the Mets here in the ninth.
And Horner takes a slider for strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the top of the ninth.
Mike Tauchman at the plate.
That's laced towards left center field, and that's going to find space. It'll roll all the way to the fence. Tauchman's into second, and the go-ahead run is in scoring position.
0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed strike 3. That was an overmatch. He swung right over a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, and Diaz has his second strikeout. So 2 men away. Christopher Morel, right-hand hitter, the batter.
High fly ball, left field. Well struck. And forget it. Out of here. Christopher Morel, and no doubter to left. He takes the closer deep, and the Cubs have a lead. It is 3-1 here in the ninth. Whoa.
How sweet is that for Christopher Morel? I thought they might pitch around him once the count went into his favor with the base open. A mistake slider from Diaz, and Christopher Morel jumps all over it. Man, what a big swing of the bat.
Oh, we go to the last of the ninth inning now with the Cubs leading the Mets 3-1, and Hector Neris will take over on the mound.
And now the tying runs are on base for the Mets. They've got men at first and second, just 1 away.
And now DJ Stewart will come up to pinch hit.
Got him. And Stewart down on strikes. Neris and the Cubs an out away.
Mets down to their last strike with men at first and second, and Brett Beatty at the plate.
Neris, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that's the ball game. Cubs win. What a win for the Cubs. They go from being no hit into the 8th to win in game 1.